where it's not just hot and less hot. And my husband and I have been loving it. We've been here for 3 years now, and it's been awesome. You can go to the next slide. Most of this is just to get familiar with what an athletic trainer really is. Some of you probably have had experience with an athletic trainer before, but just wanted to review a little bit as well. So athletic trainers are licensed and certified and are recognized by the American Medical Association, and so we are allowed to provide treatment and service to all of our athletes under the direction of a physician, and that physician is Dr. Somerville, who's also here today. What we do, there's a lot that we're allowed to do. So we are allowed to evaluate and diagnose injuries, including concussions, and hopefully we'll have minimal of those, but that's what I'm here for. We're going to ensure safety. We can prevent and rehab injuries, so if your athlete suffers an injury, where I can evaluate, diagnose, and then hopefully get them all the way through their injury back to return to play. And thankfully we have that partnership with UNC, so we can easily transition them in to see Dr. Somerville as well. And then obviously emergency care. A little bit back about me again. I grew up in Florida. I did my undergrad and master's at the University of South Florida. All athletic trainers now have to have a master's degree to practice. I have a wide variety of clinical experience. I worked a little bit with Vanderbilt football a few years ago. I worked at a concussion center and lots of different levels of college sports and high school athletics. You might have seen me. I do a lot of work with North Carolina youth soccer here and there, so you might have seen me out there as well. The philosophy that I'm kind of bringing for Seaforth Athletics is, one, we're going to prioritize the health and safety and long-term performance of every student athlete here. We're going to view the athletic training room as a space for support, education, and prevention, not just injury care. It's really important to me. I want to get to know your athlete. I want it to be an open door policy. Come in. Don't just come to see me when you're hurt. I want to get to know you. But I also want to focus more on performance as well. So maybe you have a lingering injury from 2 years ago and you kind of have some ankle pain here and there. Like, let's fix it. Let's get it together and kind of enhance your performance from there. Again, emphasize injury prevention through proactive strategies. Previously in my practice, I've looked at injury data for basketball. I noticed that we had a ton of ankle injuries for our basketball team, so what we decided to do was implement prehab, so preventative rehab, so we could decrease those ankle injuries. Thankfully, they decreased a lot, so that's what I'm looking for with the coaches here. We're going to talk about what are you suffering with your teams. With football, what kind of injuries are we seeing the most, and how can we prevent them from getting all the way there? Again, that's what we're doing with injury data, and then we're going to aim to help the athletes stay in the field and perform at their best overall. This is our statement, just kind of what we talked about before, and I'll make this accessible for everyone later. We want to reduce the risk of injury and illness, allow easy access to sports medicine services, whether that's just me, but also easily getting you into UNC Health for further care, provide immediate first response to athletic-related medical emergencies, obviously encourage healthy lifestyle behaviors, which Coach Matthews already talked about, and we want to make sure that we're returning you back to participation as quickly and as safely as possible. This is our team physician. He's going to have a few words for you guys as well.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me. So Courtney is really, she's been my right hand for the last 3 years. We both actually started at UNC just around the same time. We've been at Jordan Matthews together, and we're both making the transition over here. I work half-time up in Chapel Hill, and then I'm in the clinic 2 days a week right across from Northwood at Mosaic, okay? So I'll be saving slots on Mondays and Tuesdays. Those are my days down there, so if there are injuries that occur, we'll be there. Courtney, can text me over the weekends. Jared can, Coach Matthews can. And we're really here kind of as a safety mechanism. Football is a rough sport. People are going to get injured. Our job is to make sure that you all can continue to play. We're not here to pull you out. So, when a new athletic trainer comes in, a lot of times, young men, they're kind of hesitant. They're like, I'm not going to go to her. She's just going to tell me I can't play, okay? That's not her. She wants to keep you out there. I want to keep you out there. But let's be real. I was a three-sport, high school athlete too. I didn't protect myself from myself, okay? Now I'm 40 and I'm like, hey, I hurt when I wake up. So you want to make smart decisions, and we're here to help keep you on the field as best we can, okay? Coach is on board, Courtney's on board. If something comes up, just come talk to us. I'll be at all the games. I won't be here during the week and stuff, but every home game I'll be at, and I'm just a text away. I take care of the UNC men's ice hockey team. I take care of, I was out in California for 5 years, and I was the national champions for JUCO football. They were my team for 5 years in a row. When I did my fellowship, I was with the Eagles for a year, so I've got experience from the pros all the way down to high school, and I'm just excited to be here. I think, the program that Jared is building, Coach Matthews is building, it's just great. Just listen to him. I'm not as much of a motivational speaker as he is, but I think you all just listen to this man because you all can take a lot away. Yeah.
My first official start day will actually be July 30th when everyone starts football. You'll see me sporadically through the summer. In the fall, I'll be here every single day. I'll travel with football and all home games in the fall. It changes a little bit for winter and spring sports, but I'm always available. As Dr. Summer Wilson as well, we're always text away if I'm not on campus.